Dr. G here, coming to you from Hollywood, Florida. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 2 of our Ultimate Peptide Masterclass. If you missed part 1, where I break down the core cellular biology lock-in key concept of peptides, and I also analyze the heavy hitters in tissue repair, mitochondrial energy, and pituitary optimization, make sure to go back and watch that first. The link to that video will be in the description below. Before we dive into the deep waters of metabolic incretins and cognitive enhancers and sleep architecture, here's a quick reminder. This video is strictly for educational purposes and not personal medical advice. Before starting peptide compounds, you should really consult your doctor who knows you the best. Today, we are going to dive straight into category number 4, looking at some of the tools that are fundamentally rewriting how modern medicine treats chronic obesity, insulin resistance, and neurometabolic decline. In the last decade, this specific category has completely exploded, and for excellent reason. These peptides act on specialized gut-brain pathways to completely shift your internal metabolic programming and optimize insulin pathways and blunt central hunger signaling. So first up is the massive trailblazer, the one that came on the scene first, it seems, semaglutide. Semaglutide is a modified GLP1, and GLP1 is a glucagon-like peptide 1. And semaglutide is a receptor agonist. It makes it work or increase its activity. It perfectly mimics an incretin hormone that your lower intestines naturally secrete during a meal. It even slides into receptors in your brain to signal deep, long-lasting satiety while simultaneously locking into your pancreas to optimize glucose-dependent insulin secretion and slowing down gastric emptying. Beyond fat loss, large-scale data shows it profoundly reduces systemic inflammation, lowers major adverse cardiovascular events through unknown pathways, and it is currently being studied for early neuroprotective and renal protective benefits. Semaglutide is actually fully FDA approved under the brand names Ozempic for type 2 diabetes and Wegovy for chronic weight management and cardiovascular risk reduction. It's usually packaged in a pre-filled multi-dose automated injection pen designed for once-weekly subcutaneous administration. To minimize gastrointestinal side effects like nausea, a strict clinical titration schedule is typically necessary. It begins at a baseline of 0.25 milligrams injected subcutaneously once per week for 4 weeks, escalating sequentially to 0.5 milligrams, then 1.0 milligrams, then 1.7 milligrams, up to a maximum maintenance dose of 2.4 milligrams once per week. Now, next in line is the twin turbo engine tirzepatide. Tirzepatide is a dual agonist targeting both the GLP1 receptor we just talked about and now the GIP, which is glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide receptor. And GIP is a sister incretin hormone that synergistically means they work together, amplifies insulin sensitivity, protects lean muscle tissue, and acts on the brain to further blunt central appetite and food cravings. In clinical settings, this dual action pathway results in unprecedented metabolic corrections, including an average of 30% reduction in liver fat. Tirzepatide is also fully FDA approved under the commercial brand names Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes and Zepbound for obesity management. Distributed primarily as single-dose pre-filled auto-injector pens, multi-dose pens, or single-dose vials designed for once-weekly use. Tirzepatide is typically administered once per week via subcutaneous injection, and the protocol starts at a low initial dose of 2.5 milligrams weekly for 4 weeks, escalating by 2.5 milligram increments every 4 weeks based on patient tolerance and fat loss velocity, up to a maximum maintenance ceiling of 15 milligrams per week. Now, let's look at the absolute frontier of metabolic medicine in 2026, retatrutide. Retatrutide is a triple agonist, pulling 3 separate biological triggers simultaneously: GLP1, GIP, and glucagon receptors. By adding the glucagon component, this peptide doesn't just blunt your appetite, it physically upregulates your body's base energy expenditure. It tells your liver to accelerate fat burning and directly targets dangerous visceral fat, showing up to an astonishing 80% total clearance of fatty liver disease in phase 2 clinical data, while preventing the metabolic slowdown that normally happens during a caloric deficit. As of right now, the moment I'm posting this video in 2026, retatrutide is still an investigational drug and is not yet fully FDA approved for commercial prescription. It is currently navigating large-scale phase 3 clinical trials. The only legitimate legal pathway to access authentic retatrutide is through enrollment in an authorized clinical trial. We expect retatrutide to be FDA approved fully in late 2026 or early 2027. It's currently manufactured strictly as an investigational steroid solution for clinical trial environments. And ongoing phase 3 trials utilize a weekly subcutaneous protocol, initiating at 2 milligrams to 4 milligrams once per week, with structured escalations capping out at 12 milligrams weekly under intensive medical monitoring. The fourth tool in this category is AOD 9604, Advanced Obesity Drug 9604. This is a synthetic peptide fragment modeled directly after the C-terminal region of human growth hormone, specifically the residues 177 to 191 of naturally produced growth hormone. It's just a piece of the growth hormone. And this specific fragment isolates the exact fat mobilizing and lipid burning properties of growth hormone without accidentally triggering insulin resistance or driving cellular proliferation, which makes metabolism slow down. It essentially unlocks your fat cells, allowing stored fatty acids to be released into the blood to be burned as fuel. It is best used as a metabolic finisher for stubborn fat rather than a tool for major weight loss. AOD 9604 holds something called a human GRAS or GRAS, generally recognized as safe status, but does not possess formal primary FDA approval as a standalone drug for obesity management. It is legally compounded by specialty pharmacies with a prescription from your doctor. It comes as a lyophilized powder in a sterile vial, requiring reconstitution with bacteriostatic water, or an oral capsule is an option as well. The standard clinical protocol is 300 micrograms to 500 micrograms administered subcutaneously once per day in the morning, strictly on an empty stomach prior to any physical activity to maximize fat oxidation. We're now going to shift into category 5, neuroplasticity and cognitive enhancement. This is the optimization of your mind dimension. Your brain runs on the exact same lock and key signaling principles as your body. When neuroplasticity, the literal ability of your neurons to wire, fire, and adapt, begins to decline, you experience it as chronic brain fog or a complete lack of creative drive, poor short-term recall, and slow executive processing. The first major cognitive key in this category is Cmax. Developed by the Institute of Molecular Genetics, Cmax is a synthetic heptapeptide fragment modeled after adrenocorticotropic hormone, or ACTH, but completely stripped of any systemic hormonal effects. It acts as a profound catalyst for BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and NGF, nerve growth factor. Think of BDNF as high-grade fertilizer for your brain cells. It physically prompts your neurons to strengthen existing synapses and sprout brand new neural connections. We call this synaptogenesis, resulting in crisp mental focus, enhanced verbal fluency, and acute alertness. Cmax is not approved in the US by the FDA. It is, however, officially approved and listed on the Vital and Essential Drugs list in Russia as a neuroprotective agent for ischemic strokes and cognitive decline. In the US, it is legally acceptable through specific compounding medical channels following recent 2026 regulatory reclassifications. Because the Cmax molecule is small enough to directly pass through the nasal mucosa and cross the blood-brain barrier, it is uniquely presented as a metered nasal spray solution, as well as lyophilized powder for injection. The standard clinical protocol for cognitive enhancement is 2 to 3 sprays of a 0.1% Cmax solution intranasally once daily in the morning, providing roughly 150 micrograms to 300 micrograms of active peptide. The second compound in this cognitive bracket is a lesser known compound, but it's called dihexa. Dihexa is an incredibly potent small molecule peptide derived from angiotensin 4. In published peer-reviewed neurological research, dihexa has shown to be up to 10 million times more potent than native BDNF at driving synaptogenesis and building new physical bridges between brain cells. It works by binding directly to hepatocyte growth factor, HGF, turning up its activity to aggressively rebuild damaged brain pathways. It has been heavily studied in animal models of Alzheimer's disease to reverse cognitive deficits. Dihexa is strictly not FDA approved in the US. It carries clear major clinical safety warnings, and because it turns up the HGF/CMET signaling pathway, which is heavily involved in cellular growth and tissue remodeling, unsupervised or improper use of dihexa carries an elevated risk of driving the proliferation of pre-existing abnormal or cancerous cells. It must be approached with extreme medical caution and strict supervision. Typically presented as oral capsule or compounded transdermal gel. Due to its immense potency, clinical protocols are highly conservative, typically utilizing a low oral dose of 10 milligrams to 20 milligrams, administered just once or twice per week, strictly under a physician's close laboratory monitoring, of course. Let's now build out category number 6, which is stress modulation and anxiolysis. I tell my patients daily, unmanaged stress isn't just a mood, it's a metabolic wrecking ball. If you don't manage stress, then stress will manage you. Chronic high cortisol is a direct fat storage signaling and a resultant of stress. It's also a skeletal muscle wasting signal and a massive systemic inflammation amplifier. If your stress response is constantly hyperactive, your entire hormonal profile will suffer. The primary tool we look at here in this category is Selank. Selank is a natural analog of the naturally occurring immune peptide tufsin, modified to be highly stable in the human blood. It acts as a powerful non-sedating anxiolytic. Selank slides into locks that modulate GABA activity, which is gamma-aminobutyric acid, while simultaneously stabilizing your serotonin and norepinephrine metabolism. It lowers the activities of an over-amplified flight or flight nervous system, bringing your baseline cortisol response back to a peaceful state without causing any of the severe sedation, brain fog, or chemical addiction associated with traditional prescription benzodiazepines and other prescription sedatives. Selank is, again, not approved by the US FDA, and like Cmax, it is fully approved in Russia for the treatment of generalized anxiety disorder. It is currently accessible to US physicians via licensed 503A compounding pharmacies, typically presented primarily as a metered intranasal spray for rapid absorption into the central nervous system or as a lyophilized powder for a subcutaneous injection. The common clinical protocol is 1 to 2 sprays of a 0.15% Selank solution in each nostril twice daily, providing a controlled systemic dose of roughly 250 micrograms to 500 micrograms per day. Finally, let's look into category number 7, deep sleep architecture and circadian reset. Sleep is the exact window where your body executes its deepest structural repair work. If your circadian rhythm is broken, your natural growth hormone pulses are blunted, your immune system resets incorrectly, and your metabolism is inefficient and aging accelerates. First, we explore epitalon or epithalon. Epitalon is a synthetic tetrapeptide modeled after a natural hormone produced by your pineal gland. It works at the deep genetic level with pineal cells to normalize a melatonin synthesis and restore a broken circadian sleep structure. But what has made epitalon world famous in longevity science is its unique ability to upregulate telomerase. And that's the enzyme responsible for repairing and lengthening telomeres, the protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes that shorten every time your cells divide. And think of division as aging. So basically, slows down aging. Epitalon is not FDA approved. Following the landmark 2026 policy adjustment, it was removed from the restrictive bulk list, allowing compounding pharmacies to legally prepare it under strict quality controls for physician-led protocols. It's presented again as a lyophilized powder for subcutaneous injection. Longevity protocols are highly specific, typically involving a short, intense cycle of 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams injected subcutaneously once daily at night for 10 to 20 consecutive days, repeated only once or twice per year. Next up is pinealon. Pinealon is a short 3-amino acid peptide that specifically targets the cellular health of the pineal gland. It alters gene expression to protect pineal tissue from oxidative stress, helping to normalize natural sleep-wake cycles and improve overall sleep efficiency by correcting melatonin pathways directly at the source. Pinealon is, you guessed it, not FDA approved and is categorized as an investigational compound available through specialty compounded medicine channels. It is available as an oral capsule or an intranasal spray. Clinical oral dosing protocols typically lean towards 1 milligram to 2 milligrams taken once daily in the evening for 30-day cycles. The third key in this category is DSIP, Delta Sleep Inducing Peptide. The name says it all. Delta Sleep Inducing Peptide is a naturally occurring neuromodulatory peptide that readily crosses the blood-brain barrier to promote delta wave sleep. That's the absolute deepest, most physically restorative stage of human sleep architecture. DSIP does not act like a heavy sleeping pill, though, that knocks you out unconscious. Instead, it optimizes your brain's internal sleep induction pathways, allowing you to spend significantly more time in deep delta wave sleep, where growth hormone is secreted and metabolic waste is cleared from the brain. DSIP is not FDA approved, and it is currently listed as a bulk substance under active evaluation on the FDA's mid-2026 Pharmacy Compounding Advisory Committee calendar, keeping it accessible through prescriptive compounding pharmacies. Presentation as a lyophilized powder in a sterile vial requiring reconstitution. Now, to protect natural receptor thresholds, it is used conservatively. The standard protocol is 100 micrograms to 250 micrograms injected subcutaneously 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Use strictly 2 to 3 nights per week maximum to prevent your body from building a tolerance. I know your head is probably spinning a bit right now because I gave you a ton of information. That's why we had to split it up over 2 parts. But over these last 2 videos, we just covered an immense amount of clinical data, and that is completely okay. Remember, my absolute favorite quote from my book, change is not a destination, it is a continuous journey. Peptides are some of the most extraordinary, complicated, cutting-edge biological tools ever discovered by modern science. But you must hear me on this. They're not magic erasers for a healthy lifestyle. A peptide key cannot unlock a door if your daily lifestyle choices have barricaded it shut. If your nutrition is toxic, if you refuse to lift weights, or if you refuse to lose your body, or if your sleep hygiene is fundamentally broken, no amount of advanced peptides will save your biology. You have to do your best to clean up your baseline foundation first, because the world of peptides is so deeply confusing and filled with flat-out dangerous internet information or misinformation. I took it upon myself as a physician to read the raw data and build this complete mastery course for you, which is a step-by-step master course I call the Peptide Mastery. In this course, I broke down every single one of the most important compounds individually in different categories. If this masterclass helped you understand how these biological keys work, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button on the channel and join our 100,000K strong community. If you live in the South Florida area and want our personal medical team to map out your metabolic baselines, run your biomarker labs, and guide your lifestyle and cellular therapies safely under clinical eyes, call our Hollywood Clinic directly at 954-932-3269. Let's look at your data and build a bridge to your highest self. Remember, the most important thing, take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I'll see you soon.